The Adventures of Tom Sawyer by Mark Twain. Longman Simplified English Series. Read by Shurima Bupapot. Chapter 22. In the haunted house. About noon the next day, the boys arrived at the death tree. They had come for their truth. I say, Tom, do you know that it is? Said Huck suddenly. Tom drew, and then said with a stick and a startled look in his eyes, "Good heavens, I never once drew of it, Huck." "Well, I didn't either, but all at once I remembered that today is Friday. Huck, one can't be too careful, Huck. We might have got into an awful lot of trouble selling church drinks on a Friday. Mind, better say wood. There are some baggy days, perhaps, but Friday is one of them. So they gave up their church and played Robin Hood at the afternoon. On Saturday, soon after midday, they were back at the death tree again. They turned their tools and marched off when they reached the thunder house. The dead silence and the lone line of the past were so repellent that they were afraid for a moment to go in. Then they came inside. They saw a dusty room with an ancient fireplace, broken windows, and a lamp staircase. They chased in whispers, listening to each to catch the slightest sound, and really for an instant retreat. After a time, they became broader and give the past a critical and interested examination about. Next day, one to look upstairs. They tilted their tools in the corner and made the essence. They found the same signs of decay. They were about to go down and begin work when Tom whispered, "Just what it is." Asked Huck, going as white as a sheet with fire. "Just where shall it?" "Yes, oh, let's run." "Keep still. Don't move. They're coming right forward the door." The terrified boys stretched themselves upon the floor with their eyes to holes in the boards, and lay waiting. Two men enter. Each boy says to himself, "They the old deaf and dumb Spaniards who been is a town one on twice lately. I never seen the other man before." The other, who was talking in a loud voice, was luggage follow with an important pack. The Spaniard was outward in a big loose overcoat. He has a abrasive voice based along with long white hair fall from under his white hat, and he wore dark spectacles. They sat down on the floor, and the other went on talking. "No, I too is over, and it's too dangerous. Depressed. The deaf and dumb Spanish to means surprise and horror of the boys. They gasped and smiled. It was Redskin Joe's voice. "Don't be a coward. continues Reskin Joe. It's coming here in the daytime dangerous. Anyone who saw us will surface us. I know that, replied the strangers, but there is any other place acceptable. I want to leave this place. I want to yesterday, but it was any us trying to move out with dust. Actors boys paying over their choose actors boy. Silver again. The two men got out some food and asked in silence. Look there, says Reskin Joe after a time. Go back to your come up there, Liver. Wait there till you hear from me. I'd least go into this town just one more for a look around. We do that job which you think is dangerous. After I spread out a little and think everything favorable, then we'll set out from Texas together. This seems satisfactory. Brosman soon began sawing, and Reskin Joe said, I can hardly keep my eye open if you turn to watch. He crawled up on the floor and was soon fast asleep. Dysentery and rushes began to nurse, and he too slept. The boys dealt along grateful bed. Tom whispers, now, out change come. Tom August held back. At last Tom lost softly, but the first step he took brought just a terrible change from the rotten foot floor that he sank down, almost dead with fright. He did not mark a second attempt. As the sun was setting, Reskin Joe sat up, stared loud, and then stared at his companion with his foot. You fine watchman, are you? It's all right, Joe. Nothing. Perhaps. Well, it's nearly time to be movie planner, said Reskin Joe. What shall we do? That money we give lost. I don't know, says the stranger. Leave it here. As we already done, it's no use taking it away still. We start south $650 in silver. It's a lot to carry. Yes, but it may be a long time before I get the right change for that job. Accident may happen, and it is in a very safe pack. We busy is probably good idea, said Reskin Joe companion who walked across the room, raised one of the big fat stones in the fireplace and lifted out a bag. He took from it 20 out $30 of themselves and the same, almost for Reskin Joe, and they pressed it to the latter who was on his knees in the corner now, digging with his knife. The boy forgot all that for the always fast all their miseries in an instant with wide eyes. There was any movement. Luck. This was better than anything they could have imagined. Here was the blessed cry of teachers hunting without any troublesome and castily as to where to dig. The half-baked knife starts sometime. Hello, he excitement. What it is ask him opinion. It's book, I believe. They help me and we see what it's here for. Never mind, I made a hole in it. He put his hand in a deal with it out. It's money? The tall man examined the handful of options. They were gold. The boys above were as excited as the men and digited were their own Lottie pig in the corner said the stranger. I saw it a minute ago. He ran and brought the boy's pig and stashed skin Joe took the pig looked it over cynically, chose his tails, muttered something to himself, and then began to use it. The box was soon near his. Tanner, there are hundreds of dollars there, says Leskinto. Why? Of course you mean number one. No, number two, turned under the course, replied Leskinto. Number one is not safe enough. The light is nearly dark enough to start. The half-breed got up and went about from window to window, constantly spinning out. Who could have brought that to here? He asked presently. Do you think they can be upstairs? The boy's land coach Leskinto put his hand on his nightstick for a moment, undecided, and then turned toward the stairs. His step came kicking up the stair. Now, what's the use of that? Is anybody up there? Let them stay there who care, in my opinion. Whoever lays down truth, their cause size of us and who we were devils or gods. I bet they're learning get Leskinto muttered for some time soon afterwards. They slipped out of the house in the deepening twilight and moved towards the river, which their precise box Tom and Huck got up with, but immediately realized they had not the lightest desire to forward Leskinto and the stranger. They were conscious that reached the goal without broken knees. They not take much on the way home. They are too busy honking them self and the bad luck that most them take the truth there, but for that Leskinto would never have suppressed and would have let the silver and the gold they demand to keep a lookout for that spring. When he came to TAoTS, sprying out from chains to do his revenge grateful job, and follow him to number two, wherever that might be.